Lotu-Iiga.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it's a privilege to stand here in the general debate and speak on this general debate. And I've heard a lot of the arguments from across the chamber. And, sir, it's clear today from the speakers that we've heard the difference between the opposition and this government. It's clear that the opposition are all about negative tactics and all about pointing out the things that are going wrong. But I have not heard one speaker, sir, that has pointed out a vision for this country. I've not heard one speaker from the opposition that has talked about the issues that matter. And, sir, in the 2.5 years that our government has been in office, sir, we've been talking about the issues that matter. We've been talking about national standards for kids. We've been talking about raising the achievement level for our children, particularly the tail end of those kids that leave school without writing and reading, and that is very sad, Mr. Speaker. They haven't talked about the numbers of elective surgeries increases that have happened under this government. They haven't talked about the integrated healthcare services that are now being rolled out across this country as part of a vision for bringing more convenient, more timely and more effective health services to our communities. Sir, they haven't talked about the infrastructure investment that this government has put forward in terms of rolling out broadband, the types of road infrastructure certainly that has impacted my community of Maungakiekie, where the barriers to trade and commerce lie in the bottlenecks around infrastructure. Sir, what we've heard from the opposition are about BMWs that they purchased all of 4 years ago. What we've heard from the opposition is about the painting of a house when they spent millions, sir, millions on such infrastructure in terms of Governor-General's residence and the Prime Minister's residence. Sir, what we've heard from the opposition are vile personal attacks on the Prime Minister. Vile personal attacks on the Prime Minister. And, sir, I believe they're doing this because they're worried. They're worried because when the Prime Minister and I visited Onehunga last Friday, when he walked into the Onehunga Working Men's Club and was given a standing ovation, you know that the Labour Party is worried. Sir, when you go to afternoon teas where 350 people, sorry sir, where 350 seniors turn up, 350 seniors of all shapes, sizes, ethnicities, and they support the Prime Minister and they welcome the Prime Minister for his positive attitude to bringing about change in this country. You know, sir, you know that the opposition are worried.
You can't bring this speaker.
Sir, this budget will bring about change. This budget will be measured. It will be responsible. It will be about making changes to some of the $5 billion a year in spending around working for families, student loans, as well as KiwiSaver. That much has been canvassed. But, sir, it's also about the $54.5 million that will go into improving the safety and quality of maternity services in this country. Women who are going through a major transition in their lives in giving birth to our children. And this government is committed to supporting those women. Sir, it will go towards $55 million of supporting young people into jobs. That's what it will go into, sir, and it is about supporting those young people because they are our future. Sir, this party opposite are obviously divorced from reality. You have a leader of opposition shopping.
No.
The leader of the opposition is shopping in Takanini. Why isn't the leader of the opposition shopping in Pack and Save in Mount Roskill? Sir, you've got Mr Nash who is committed to taxing incomes, taxing turnover of businesses, and sadly, and he's a bright man, Mr Nash, but he's sadly mistaken in his conviction to tax those revenues of businesses. Sir, it is sad that you haven't heard about the good things in our community?
Just before I call the next member, I just wish to advise members, for the benefit, that every time a member uses the word "you," the member is referring to the chair. The member must refer to the minister or another member as the minister or that member. That is, in the third person. And I refer members to Standing Order 103.
Mr. Speaker.
I